why Indianapolis cops were called to a CVS last night and what the Indianapolis Colts are doing about their kicker situation. Those stories after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 6 o'clock.
From Texas to Illinois, I'm Dave Anthony. Fox News. National Guard troops have arrived, but Democrats say they aren't welcome after Chicago's mayor established ice-free zones. The Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche tells Fox.
Essentially establishing places where illegal aliens can be harbored. That's a crime.
Fox's Mike Tobin reports from Chicago.
The Texas National Guard has arrived southwest of Chicago at an Army training facility near the city of Joliet, despite emotional opposition from Chicago leadership.
President Trump also wants to federalize Illinois National Guard troops. The state's attorney general tried to block that in court. The judge refused, but gave the Trump administration a today deadline.
To answer questions about when the Guard will arrive, where will they be sent, and what will they do once deployed?
A federal judge has blocked the president from sending Guard troops to Portland, Oregon to deal with protests against immigration raids. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem took part in one there.
Let me know.
Let you out?
Yeah.
No, not let you out. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Are you here in the United States illegally?
He admitted, and yes, he is. James Comey goes to court this morning in Virginia. The arraignment moved up a day for the former FBI director.
The judge said that federal courthouse on Thursday will be the site of a number of high-profile cases, and large crowds are expected to be there, prompting the date change. Comey, who was appointed FBI director by President Obama and served into the first Trump administration before being fired in May 2017, was indicted late last month on a count each of lying to Congress and obstructing a federal proceeding.
That's Fox's Gernal Scott. It's day 8 of the government shutdown, and Fox's Jared Halpin reports from the White House.
In a reversal of longstanding policy, a memo from the White House Budget Office suggests back pay for federal workers furloughed during the government shutdown is not guaranteed. As part of legislation signed following a weeks-long shutdown in 2019.
I would say it depends on who we're talking about.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A motion filed for a convicted killer. Clear radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's 50 degrees. Your high today is 71. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. Attorneys for Richard Allen, convicted in the Delphi double murder case, have filed a motion outlining 2 key issues that they want to raise during his appeal: the denial of a motion to suppress evidence and the exclusion of third-party suspect information. The suppression motion concerns a search warrant used to collect items from Allen's home, including knives, a jacket, and a handgun. Investigators linked an unspent bullet found near the victim to Allen's firearm. Defense attorneys previously argued that the warrant was obtained through misleading information, but the judge in the case ruled that there was no proof to support their claim. Gunshots fired inside of a CVS on Indianapolis' east side Tuesday. One woman said she was heading toward the store, but as soon as she saw the yellow crime scene tape, she said no way.
The yellow tape over here, like far as today, is kind of, I just pulled up because I just got off of work, so it's kind of throwing me off. But in this area, like Linwood, period, it's not nothing new, really.
And she spoke to Wish TV. Lieutenant Vincent Stewart also spoke to Wish TV of IMPD. He says 2 women were shot inside of the store, and a man later walked into a hospital with gunshot injuries.
Another senseless act of violence. Anytime someone is shot and or killed in our city, obviously affects all of us.
And police have not made any arrests in this case that we know of. Fort Wayne Mayor Sharon Tucker and city leaders met last night, and they say they have big budget problems. City Controller Pat Roller, who's back in the job after serving an 11-year term in the early 2000s, that said thanks to Senate Bill 1, the city is going to lose about $25 million in property tax revenue, and it's only going to get worse from there. The Indianapolis Colts have signed veteran kicker Michael Badgley to replace Spencer Schrader, who's done for the year with a torn ACL and MCL. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Wednesday morning at 6:04.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Hey, Boone County, southbound 65 looking good right now from State Road 47 down to 465 on the northwest side. Your travel time is 19 minutes with no delays, and that's pretty good. Northbound 65 coming up from Greenwood. Good morning, Johnson County. Looking fantastic from exit 99 up to 465. And, of course, before that, you get into construction a little bit. Then you're really into construction up to the south split. Please be safe in that narrow, treacherous construction zone that's going to be done at the end of next year. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What are you doing?
Hey, Tony. Good morning on this Wednesday. A little more crisp here this morning now that the rain is gone. Skies have cleared. Really should be a beautiful afternoon today. Lots of sunshine, very calm. A high up to 69, which is exactly where we should be for this time of year. Tonight, clear. A little more on the chilly side tonight. A low down to 43. We'll bounce back Thursday. Sunny skies, 67. Friday, sunny, nice, a high of 70, and no problems this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, mostly sunny skies and highs into the mid-70s.
That is Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. Always a pleasure, Marcus. Go back to work. Right now, we've got 49 degrees. Ooh, they've cooled down. In the American Standard Cooling Weather Center, the time is 6:07.
This hour powered by Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling, your independent American Standard air dealer.
In a story you may not have heard, a man with 200 explosives was arrested outside a church. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. This is the church where they hold the Red Mass. Maybe you've never heard of the Red Mass. The Red Mass is an event that takes place the evening before the Supreme Court embarks on a new term. That's how it goes down. The Supreme Court's there. It's Catholic Church. This guy, a 41-year-old from Arizona, New Jersey, apprehended outside the church a manifesto saying he was targeting the Supreme Court and Catholics. So it's a yet another reminder. And I've been trying to figure out how to engage the story without screaming and yelling and saying words that I would like to use. But, there are rules. This is not Vietnam. What do you think? This is just one group of people? The objective is destruction from people who want to destroy. They're not asking any other question except, do you have matches? We have a serious, legitimate problem when you decide that everything you don't like means it has to be destroyed. Everyone you disagree with means they have to be silenced. This is what you get. Absolutely. We have had moments in history where people do horrific things. Presidential assassinations. Utilizing that as the example. Dear Lord, Trump and trying to impress... What happened with Trump... there in Butler. Reagan, that guy was trying to impress, Jodie Foster? Was that him? Robert F. Kennedy. We have a list of these things, but they're moments. Now we've got daily moments. How do you think that happens? I will have more on this story. And the people who just go, huh? Someone tried to kill the members of the Supreme Court, and it is barely a news story in America. There. I have many, many, many words. Then there is this, that there was a conversation, I guess, that took place, a legitimate conversation that came from an opinion piece over at the Indy Star, where Indianapolis should buy AES before BlackRock can. Jacob Stewart, who I don't know, he has reached out to me. Seems like a guy with opinions. Seems interesting. And I even if I disagree with an opinion, okay, right? Opinion is different than narrative, which is a tremendous amount, if not the near whole of the Star. Don't tell me that Greg Doyle is a sports writer. I'll laugh right at you. The idea here is that you have this utility. We have increased utility costs. So his thought is, before a private equity firm can purchase AES, why don't we? Why don't we purchase AES? I think I'm understanding what's going on here. Now, you can write an article talking about your issues with BlackRock, issues with China, how the state treasurer has put BlackRock on a watch list. You go right ahead. If you want to talk about environmental social governance, ESG, I'm on your side in discussing the issues. But I have now seen that there are people actually discussing this on the city county council. Maybe we should take over the utility. One of those people is Jesse Brown. That's the communist. Once you hear that, you understand that this is not a good idea. The idea of the city of Indianapolis, along with the state, controlling an energy company, what makes us think they can do this? What makes us think things will be better when they do this? What makes us think that in any way this is a good idea? Based on what? Based on the long-standing history of government being able to run private enterprise? Have we lost a moment of our faculties? In starting to do the research, I can go back to 2018, the Cato Institute, privatizing federal electricity infrastructure. In the United States, for-profit businesses dominate electricity, so there are no practical reasons federal generation and transmission facilities should not be put on an equal footing and moved to the private sector. If Indianapolis wants to engage the idea of how to lower utility rates, that's fine. If you think Indianapolis can own a utility company, they can't get the snow off the side streets, they can't fill a pothole, and the city is not safer. This is a bad idea, and I will be saying so very loudly. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning.
This is Alex Brown. A big announcement is coming today at the Fort Wayne Airport. More at 6:32 on Inside Indiana Business. Brought to you by the 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
Central Indiana knows tough, but your water shouldn't be. Indiana ranks among the hardest water in the country, and your home is paying the price. Connecticut's non-electric technology means no timer, settings, or headaches. Just water that works, even when the power doesn't. And the twin tank design means clean, soft water 24/7. Connecticut water softeners are the solution, made in the U.S. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com and mention Made in the U.S. for an additional $250 off your purchase of a softener. Connecticut, American-made, Midwest tough.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear, what are we doing?
Yeah, Tony, Southside northbound 65 starting to slow a little bit after Raymond Street into the south split because of that construction zone. Then checking out northbound 65 in Johnson County, 14 minutes from Franklin, State Road 44 King up to 465. That's without delay at the moment. And if that changes, I'll let you know. Everything out to the airport from downtown looking fantastic as you make your way out from Meridian to the airport. Collector with Ronald Reagan and Ameriplex, just 9 minutes right now. Nothing to slow you down. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with Traffic on the Fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
49 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-0929. That's 317-660-0929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-0929. That's 660-0929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Texas sending the National Guard to Illinois. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Trump federalizes the National Guard, and Greg Abbott, the governor, is like, yeah, okay. Groovy. Absolutely groovy. Let's make this happen. Oh, people are angry and annoyed. And how dare you? And what about the very idea of this being a sovereign state and they will decide how they're run? Who is the president in other states to get involved? As someone beautifully pointed out when J.B. Pritzker said this, I call on Governor Abbott to immediately withdraw any support for this decision and refuse to coordinate. Of course, this is about sending National Guard into Chicago to clean up the streets, deal with the crime, deal with the violence, deal with the killings, etc. There is no reason a president should send military troops into a sovereign state without their knowledge, consent, or cooperation. That's what J.B. Pritzker said on October 5th. The response? The response was a picture of George Wallace. And that, kids, is how you use social media. less people are using social media. Gen Z and others are taking a break from social media. Social media is on a downslide. It's just awful. But dear Lord, is that an absolutely brilliant response? Spectacular. And of course, those who know fully understand how schools were opened up utilizing National Guard troops to allow for what? Integration. The response is so perfect, it's almost hard to comprehend. Really and truly, unbelievable in its presentation. Now, we could ask, should the president be doing this? Should we be engaging in any level of National Guard in Chicago? The mayor says no. The governor says no. There is an argument that would have us saying, if they're not interested in any level of safety and security, if they're not interested in their own future, well then, let's not think that we should worry about them at all.
They bought their tickets. They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash.
But the idea that this has never been done, this has been done. Now, the lawsuits are going to continue, and this judge is going to say you can't do it. This judge is going to say you can. This is getting to the Supreme Court. The real question before us is, what would constitute an emergency? What would give a president this authority? But anybody who thinks Chicago is just okay, just fine, why are you bothering with it? That's a very hard argument to make. I don't understand why cities, regardless of your politics, the killing is okay. The killing is okay as long as we don't throw people in jail because that's somehow bigoted. I don't know how this argument is working on a mass populace. Yes, liberal white women don't believe in incarceration. But we're not talking about sending National Guard into West Berkeley, right there in Carmel. Yeah, it's West Berkeley, like Berkeley, because it's just a liberal ridiculousness. Are we not going to notice? Are we not going to notice between the insane push for density in Carmel and the ridiculous nature of way too many West Berkeley Carmel housewives that we've got a leftist problem that's going to lead to bad electoral results sooner rather than later? We got to pretend this isn't happening? This isn't coming for Brownsburg, Greenwood? This isn't coming for Fishers? That's adorable. By the way, I will drive through West Berkeley anytime I choose. I will say any word I need to about the problem that I see. Leftist white women are the problem. Not going to apologize for that. I'm not talking about having a different opinion than me. I'm talking about thinking that somehow it's wrong to deport somebody who's here illegally and wrong to say we should have safe streets. Well, that's just bigoted. Okay. All right. That's great. How's your doctor husband? Oh, too soon? Guys, I have come for this fight, and I will leave victorious. ICE, by the way, is stating they're on track to deport 600,000 illegal immigrants in 2025, and 2 million have left. They say it's just the beginning. 600,000 is a number. 2 million self-deporting is a number. What I would like to know is, what are we seeing as a result? We should at least be clear that there could be a short-term negative result to these things. Well, if we're going to follow the leftist way of thinking, which is if you engage the deportation of illegal immigrants, who is going to mow the grass of all the liberal white women in West Berkeley? Right? That's a legitimate argument. We can see how they could be concerned that over there in West Berkeley, who's going to tend to their roses? Right now, liberal white women in their robes, walking around their yards, holding their rosé with ice cubes in it, screaming, "Where's Hector?" Oh, did I mention I was coming? Did I mention that I was here for the fight? I was going to bring all the heavy? All right, just want to make sure. I would hate to think that I brought this on as a surprise. Well, these jobs, if we're going to argue their argument that this is the jobs these people take, there'll be less people to do those jobs. So I'm curious to know if there is any tangible effect that has been felt thus far regarding this level of deportations. Now, I will get into the tariff conversation because it seems to me that President Trump hasn't done something great by tariffs. Basically, the left should be very happy that he just raised taxes for programs like WIC. Because that seems to be what happened. I've got that coming up. Right now, Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Southbound 65 looking pretty good as we come out of the south split right now. Now the northbound lanes slowing down at Raymond into the south split because of road construction. Everything else looking okay at the moment. Inbound 69, a little bit of a slowdown after 96, but it's manageable. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home. To bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Fall in Indiana is prep season, the smart time to get your home ready before the temperatures drop and the snow gets here, which will happen. Here's the truth, guys. Roof, siding, gutter, window problems, they do not fix themselves. One missing shingle turns into a leak. Clogged gutters lead to ice dams, a drafty siding. And bad insulation means sky-high heating bills all winter long. That's why you need Moss Roofing, M-O-S-S. MossRoofing.com, family-owned right here in Indiana for over 30 years. Moss Roofing gives you a free, no-obligation inspection. They'll spot problems now before the cold settles in, so you're not scrambling in January. And here's a bonus. Thanks to new energy tax credits and Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you can save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. That's money back in your pocket while protecting your home. Do not wait. Call Moss Roofing right now. 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Get your home winter ready this fall with people you can trust every single time. Moss Roofing. 747-3665 or online at Moss, M-O-S-S, mossroofing.com.
Big Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon. Governor Mike Braun scheduled to join us in studio. We'll talk about the deleted tweet. Would he bring the National Guard to Indy for crime? 93 WIBC.
Pat Sullivan here for Gutter Helmet. Are you still putting screens on your gutters? You know, if the holes are too big, debris gets in, and you're still cleaning your gutters. If the holes are too small, it sits on top, and now you're cleaning the screens. I have Gutter Helmet on my home, and it has no holes, slots, or screens. It keeps the debris out and the water in. Since 1981, Gutter Helmet has been America's #1 choice for gutter protection. Right now, Gutter Helmet is offering a 17% discount plus 12 months, no interest financing if paid in full within 12 months. Call 800-5HELMET, that's 800-5HELMET, to schedule a free estimate. 17% off, restrictions apply, and cannot be combined with other offers. Call Gutter Helmet today at 800-5HELMET, that's 800-5HELMET, or gutterhelmetindy.com, and never clean your gutters again.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here.
Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why Chicago's mayor says reinforcement isn't welcome. Clear radar, 50 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 71. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:30.
This president is determined to federalize the National Guard and to occupy our cities with the military. It's unconscionable. It's unthinkable.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson reacting Tuesday as hundreds of National Guard troops from Texas arrived in Illinois. Many of them are headed to his city, where crime has been a major concern, says FBI Director Kash Patel.
They were screaming for the National Guard on January 6th, and now all of a sudden reject it when their city is literally under siege.
And a Pentagon official says this morning that 200 guardsmen have been called up to an initial 2-month stint. Vivek Ramaswamy, the Ohio governor candidate, spoke last night at a Turning Point USA event at Montana State.
When we concede the idea that might makes right, that we settle our disagreements with force rather than debate, then we lose the very thing we were fighting for, and that is our identity as Americans.
TPUSA is hosting an event in Bloomington at IU in a couple of weeks as Tucker Carlson will headline the event. Congressional Republicans and Democrats still look to be at odds 1 week into a government shutdown without a clear resolution in sight.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer maintains the Democrats' resolution holds Republicans accountable for health care costs.
The party that right now is refusing to actually address the health care crisis they created, refusing to extend the ACA tax credits, are now forced to talk about the very thing they were afraid to talk about, health care costs.
House Majority Leader Mike Johnson again stressing the GOP resolution is bipartisan.
Real pain is being felt by real people around this country because Chuck Schumer and the Democrats over here are playing political games. We all know the reasons why.
Their remarks ahead of the Senate's latest vote on the dueling party measures to fund the government. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
And Dolly Parton needs your prayers this morning, according to her sister. A week ago, Dolly announced on social media that she would have to postpone her Las Vegas residency due to medical procedures. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com, traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It is 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Alex Brown. Officials from Montreal-based aerospace company Bombardier are set to make what's being described as a significant aerospace announcement at Fort Wayne International Airport this morning. No other details were immediately available, but Indiana Governor Mike Braun and Fort Wayne Mayor Sharon Tucker will be on hand for the announcement. We'll have more on InsideIndianaBusiness.com as it becomes available. Meanwhile, Governor Braun said Tuesday that he's satisfied with the results of a months-long forensic audit of the Indiana Economic Development Corporation and some of its related entities. While State House Democrats have called for a more thorough investigation, Braun said he thinks the audit did go far enough and that his administration is already making changes based on the report's recommendations. The administration previously said its plans included new IEDC board policies and new investment policies, as well as additional oversight of some of the agency's affiliated nonprofits. Valparaiso University has received a $4 million lead gift to support a new health professions building on campus. The gift comes from alumna Joyce Hagan, a retired healthcare executive, and her husband, Donald Feitz, also a Valpo alumnus. The 92,000 square foot space, when complete, will feature state-of-the-art simulation labs, an integrated medical office suite hosted by a partnering healthcare provider, and an advanced physician assistant skills lab. From the #1 source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Our Innovate Indiana series is on the move in October. Join us for Innovate South Bend Elkhart in South Bend, October 14th. And Innovate South Central Indiana in Bloomington, October 24th. The Innovate series is presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. Each location will feature a powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight, and what's next for each region. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care, and deliveries keep moving. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
A $55 million gift to the University of Notre Dame will permanently support an initiative that aims to preserve American democracy through research, teaching, and public engagement. The university announced this week that the endowment from Francis and Kathleen Rooney establishes the Rooney Democracy Institute. Notre Dame said the gift will provide permanent support for institute programs and expand research efforts. I'm Alex Brown for 93 WIBC.
Southside, northbound 65 slows before Raymond Street into the South Split. That's a construction zone. Everything else looking pretty okay right now. As we check out westbound 70 coming in from Hancock County. You guys look great from State Road 9 through the construction to 465 on the east side, then 5 minutes into the North Split. Things get rocky out there. We'll tell you about it. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing. Added additional $550 off your project. Trust a local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 49 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:36. We will check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's going on?
Tony, good morning. Last night in Minnesota,
the Pacers, with some missteps down the stretch, still managed to hang on. They let a 24-point lead get away, but then outscored the Timberwolves in the overtime 11-10. And they win 135-134.
That is Mark Boyle on the Elevance Health Radio Network. The Pacers host the Oklahoma City Thunder in their first preseason home game Saturday at 7. The Indianapolis Colts have signed veteran kicker Michael Badgley to replace Spencer Schrader, who's out for the year with an injury. Colts defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo says playing with big leads has allowed his defense to rest parts of their scheme.
And maybe we can use it the following week and get 2 weeks of practice on something as opposed to just one that might be unique for a team that also carries over to the next team. Yeah, it's great. Hopefully we can continue that.
And the Colts host the Arizona Cardinals Sunday, and Aaron Judge blasted a 3-run home run last night as the Yankees came from behind to win 9-6 against the Blue Jays, forcing a Game 4. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
If your loved one has stopped seeing friends because hearing loss prevents the use of the telephone, please help them by visiting RelayIndiana.com. RelayIndiana.com provides captioned telephones that allow the hard of hearing to have phone conversations through voice recognition technology. The other person's words appear on an easy-to-read screen. Help your loved one stay in touch with their family and friends by getting them the captioned telephone from Relay Indiana. Learn more at RelayIndiana.com.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
Up to 50% off and 2.99% financing, plus receive an additional $550 off your project.
Because at B Window,
we mean business. We mean business.
I'm Tyler at Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling. We do maintenance on all makes and models. It's never too late to schedule your maintenance tune-up at PricePointComfort.com.
Price Point Comfort is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air dealer.
Has anybody heard this Zach Bryan song that's supposed to be all anti-ice and whatnot? Is it out? a release of a snippet of his new song called Bad News, featuring explicit criticism, as written by Newsweek, of U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement raids during this administration. So, have you heard this snippet yet, Producer Kylan?
I haven't even heard of the song.
So, okay. So, it seems like I haven't heard it either. Newsweek quoting a lot of the conservatives in what they think of the song. I have no idea. Here I have the lyric, the lyrics. Didn't wake up dead or in jail. Some out-of-town boys been giving us hell. Honestly, why am I not writing country music songs, Kylan? I think we need to start writing our own country music song and put out our own album. Because I could do this. I could do that. It continues, I got some bad news. I woke up missing you. My friends are all degenerates, but they're all I've got. The generational story of dropping the plot. I heard cops came. Cocky, there's a curse word there that starts with mother. Cocky blankers, ain't they? And ICE is going to come bust down your door to try and build a house no one builds no more. But I got a telephone. Oh, I get it. Americans don't build houses. Got that. Kids are all scared and all alone. The bar stopped bumping. The rock stopped rolling. The middle finger's rising and it won't stop showing. Got some bad news. The fading of the red, white, and blue. Those are the lyrics, I guess, in question. You can hear the song on YouTube. Oh, we're gonna have to find a clean edit of that and play it. We'll do that in the next hour. Producer Kylan is going to find a clean edit of the song, and then we will play it on there, and we'll see for ourselves. Listen, you want to throw yourself into these things? You want to engage this way? What am I going to tell you? No. Go right ahead. Just whatever comes of it. People don't buy the album, they don't buy the album. They don't go to your concert, they don't go to your concert. If they do, they do. What do you want from me? Somebody engaging in a level of what I consider to be ridiculousness. I mean, it's like the people who cheer Born in the USA. Born in the USA is a terrible song. It was always a terrible song. It certainly isn't a pro-America tune. But I think we've got bigger problems when we've got people marching down the streets of New York on the 2-year anniversary of October 7th in Israel, claiming we need to finish the job. There are some things that I think are dopey and some things that I think are dangerous. I think Zach Bryan is dopey. And the lyrics make me think, I could do this. Oh, I'm pretty good with a word. I can turn a phrase. I could do this. That's going to be one of the events for 2026. Tony Katz, the country years. You know what? I'm going to do a country show. Kylan, this is happening. How many songs do you have to have an album? I'm going to write that many. It's going to happen. Oh, yeah. This is not a bad idea. I have no idea if it's going to happen, but it's not a bad idea. Because this would be the second event. The third event I have thought of for 2026. Oh, one is January 24th. The next one will be in June. So good. But this is just dopey. Hamas should finish the job. Yeah, that's just dangerous. See the difference? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Hammer and Nigel.
America has a new favorite beer. It's Mick Ultra. If you remember, Modelo was the #1 beer in America.
They're blaming Trump.
The Trump administration's immigration policies have affected it.
Oh, come on.
At least Cracker Barrel came out and said, hey, we screwed up. We're going to go back to the way things were. Bud Light never did.
Hammer and Nigel, weekdays 3 till 7 on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. Hey, one option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math.
If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So, in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
South side, northbound 65, stop-and-go traffic before Raymond into the south split. That is a construction zone. North side, eastbound 465 slow from Ditch Road over to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing at an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
48 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 6:45. Power is important, and without it, you've got problems. So when the power grid goes out, what is your plan? Start now. Plan now. Talk to Generator Supercenter. Get a free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. Right, we've got winter storms coming, ice on the power lines. They snap, and the next thing you know, it's days before you have power again. How does your family stay safe? Or take a look at the grid. It's older. These things do go, and it takes time to repair them. Make sure you are prepared, that your family is safe, that your business can still grow. Generator Supercenter. Let them come out and show you how a Generac automatic standby generator is going to connect to your house, get your house up and running, and make sure everything is working. You don't have any downtime. They take care of the financing with low monthly payments and the 24-hour monitoring. Generator Supercenter. Talk to them today. You are going to love what they do. They are right there at 96 at 69. So you can check them out for yourself or call 317-827-0808. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-827-0808. Generator Supercenter. 827-0808.
Pat Sullivan here. It's that time of year in Indiana when you don't know if you need your AC unit blasting or your furnace to start kicking. Better have both prepared with a $49 AC unit and furnace tune-up from Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Is it sweater weather or tank top weather? Nobody knows. But we do know that you can ensure total comfort inside your home for only $49. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today at 641-HOPE. That's 641-HOPE.
Energy slipping? Losing your edge? It could be low T. Take action. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick free T test.
Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com.
Safe and ethical choice for your computer and electronics recycling. R2 certified, 100% landfill free, guaranteed destruction of data, and absolutely free pickups. Visit tech-recyclers.com.
Hey, listen, are you a 50-year-old person looking for term life insurance? Then you need to talk to Bob. Bob specializes in helping people find $1 million or more of term life insurance for a couple of $100 a month. Look, you need to know there's a price war in the term life insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call Bob, and he'll shop and see how much money he can save you. Look, this could be the last term life insurance policy you ever have. Your rates are guaranteed for the next 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rates for the next 20 years. And if you're a smoker or your health is not perfect, Bob has great rates for you too. So for $1 million of term life insurance coverage for a couple of $100 a month, call Bob right now. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. That's 800-890-5075. Paid for by Term Direct.
More tariffs later. Tornadoes possible.
WIBC.com gives you more than just headlines. It's context, updates, and insight. Whether you're at work, on the move, or catching up late, the latest is already there. Stay in the know while you're on the go at WIBC.com.
I was seriously considering saving you from the insanity that is former Congresswoman Katie Porter. I would like to. I've engaged conversations about her before. I didn't think it was necessary to do more, but there's this new video out, and it's just so maddening. And there's a story behind it, and you're like, Tony, this is about California politics? This is about how it is that people who we know are just, they're beyond the pale. How do they survive? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. I mean, politically, of course. How do they survive? How does Diego Morales survive politically? How does Katie Porter in California survive politically? How does this happen? How is it that everyone can know, yeah, they're terrible, and then followed up with, but it makes no sense and says something about our psychology. So I will dig into it a little bit. Then there are the people who are just supportive of the depravity. The first conversation on this is Greta Thunberg, who clearly, I would argue, is mentally ill, who went from the whole climate insanity lie to now being supportive of terrorists. And she goes on these flotillas and look at me, I'm bringing humanitarian aid, and look at how Israel is stopping me, and lies upon lies upon lies. Allow me to prove the lie. To every one of my detractors and the trolls and, oh, you support genocide, squawk away. It's you know what you are, and we know what you are. She posted, the suffering of Palestinian prisoners is not a matter of opinion. It is a fact of systematic cruelty and dehumanization. Humanity cannot be selective. Justice cannot have borders. Well, that's a lovely, ridiculous thought there. And she posted 3 photos. She posted 3 photos that are supposed to show, they actually look like Polaroids. If you don't know what a Polaroid is, kids, ask your grandparents. Yeah, I don't even know if your parents would know. And in the photos, it's somebody has injuries to their cheek and someone is being held by a soldier. And in the third one, it's a very skinny man, shirtless, drawing on a piece of paper that is affixed to the wall. This is from Greta Thunberg, who doesn't care how many Israelis died, doesn't care about Western civilization, who is a despicable runt of a human being. It's my take. Talking about the poor Palestinians, the photo that she uses of this very skinny man, skin and bones, drawing on a piece of paper affixed to a wall, is that of Aviatar David. I never know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Evyatar? Aviatar? Is it Aviatar? Aviatar? He is a prisoner of Hamas. He's a hostage. She's so incredibly stupid, so devoid of the ravages of thought, to quote Time Bandits, that she is complaining about the suffering of Palestinians and put an Israeli who's being held hostage by Hamas, supported by the Palestinians, in her imagery. You can't make this stuff up, kids. There's no way to make this stuff up. Like there is no way to make up the people chanting in New York.
If we acted enough, the headline behind you would read, Gaza has been liberated. So our work is not done. We must show up. Stronger than we did the first October 7th. Louder than we did the first October 7th.
We did not act enough. We will show up stronger than we did the first October 7th, louder than we did the first October 7th. That is something to be bothered by, concerned by. That is the call for more violence. That is what Greta Thunberg, members of the Indianapolis City County Council, and some ridiculous trolls on my feed and yours, that's what they favor. That's who they are. Thought that was worth noting. That the people leading these things are incredibly violent and the people supporting them are incredibly dumb. That's a dangerous combination. Matt Bear has traffic.
Northbound is 6570 downtown at Washington Street. That's a stall blocking the left lane, causing slow traffic back to the south split for a 2-minute delay. Eastbound 70 slow because of this from west into the south split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Josh Reckley, Chief Operating Officer for Otter Air Services, utilizes Applied Innovation for both copiers and IT support.
We engaged with Applied early in our infancy stage of Otter, before we even had a facility, just kind of looking for managed IT solutions.
Otter Air relies heavily on Applied Innovation to keep you up and running.
Our entire operation is really set up and heavily based on computers. We're really happy to partner with such a strong group and would highly recommend them to anyone that is currently looking for managed IT or even copiers.
And Applied Innovation will play a critical role in your future.
It's been a great working relationship with Applied as we grow in size and need, just the peace of mind having these folks, at our disposal is really strong for us.
Looking for reliable managed IT support? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieddinnovation.com. Applied Innovation.
It's JMV. The fall season continues at Miss M's Home and Garden. Visit Johnson County's premier garden center for a large selection of locally grown mums, pumpkins, gourds, and fall decor. Now is a great time to shop and save. Happening now at Miss M's. Save 50% on pottery and herbaceous perennials, along with 40% savings on in-stock patio furniture. Don't forget, they also have a selection of trees and shrubs up to 50% off. Miss M's Home and Garden, located on State Road 135 south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
Well, since my baby left me.
It's a tribute to the king of rock and roll. On October 17th and 18th, Frankie Marino and family come to the Hilbert Circle Theater to perform some of Elvis's most famous hits with conductor Enrico Lopez Yanez and the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra.
So lonely, goodbye.
Don't wait. Get your tickets today.
Take my hand.
Tickets on sale now at IndianapolisSymphony.org or the ISO box office downtown.
There's one name for every home system: Chapman. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drains, electrical, and now proudly serving Bloomington. Remember the man for all seasons, and now more reasons. Chapman. ChapmanHeating.com.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Let's go.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Central Indiana knows tough, but your water shouldn't be. Indiana ranks among the hardest water in the country, and your home is paying the price. Connecticut's non-electric technology means no timer, settings, or headaches, just water that works, even when the power doesn't. And the twin tank design means clean, soft water 24/7. Connecticut water softeners are the solution, made in the U.S. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com and mention Made in the U.S. for an additional $250 off your purchase of a softener. Connecticut, American-made, Midwest tough.
Snapped a great photo? Witnessed something newsworthy?
Hey,
Hey, there's some news.
You can text it right to the WIBC newsroom. Join the text club. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, gunshots and crime scene tape across Indianapolis, and gunshots in a place you may not expect. Also, gunshots along a highway, what state police are saying about that, and what the Indianapolis Colts are doing about their kicker situation after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 7 o'clock.
The Trump administration is on deadline today. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, to tell a federal judge where the National Guard would be sent in Illinois and what their mission would be as the state's top attorney general tries to stop the president in court. Troops sent from Texas arrived yesterday.
This president is determined to federalize the National Guard and to occupy our cities with the military. It's unconscionable. It's unthinkable.
That's Democratic Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson, who's established ice-free zones in his city. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche tells Fox that shields people here legally.
And you have men out there in gangs putting on people's heads. They put a price on ICE leaders' heads for their capture or kill.
A gang member arrested for threatening the Border Patrol chief made his first federal court appearance yesterday. Today, James Comey goes to federal court in Virginia. The FBI director President Trump fired in 2017 will be arraigned on 2 charges, including lying to Congress related to the investigation into Russia's 2016 election interference.
Now, this largely stems from an exchange Comey had with Senator Ted Cruz at a 2020 Senate Judiciary hearing when Cruz asked Comey if he had authorized someone at the FBI to be an anonymous source to leak information to the media. Comey denied the accusation at the time.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. The Senate plans another funding vote this morning, but if the stalemate continues, so will the government shutdown. It's day 8, and President Trump suggesting some furloughed federal employees may not get back pay once there's funding.
For the most part, we're going to take care of our people. There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way.
They handed out the Nobel Prize for Chemistry this morning. It's being shared by 3 scientists, one in the U.S.
The Nobel is for their work developing metal organic frameworks that have enormous potential, the Nobel Committee says, for custom-made materials with new functions, like harvesting water from desert air, capturing carbon dioxide, and storing toxic gases.
That's Fox's Chris Foster. The Nobel Peace Prize goes out Friday. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
4 people shot in Indianapolis overnight. Clear radar, 50 degrees as it slowly warms up this morning in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 71. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. And 4 of those people were 3 at once at CVS, 2 women and a man. IMPD talking about after the scene.
Another senseless act of violence. Anytime someone is shot and or killed in our city, obviously affects all of us.
Police have not made any arrests. Indiana State Police have arrested a 30-year-old man named Jason Twombly in connection with the shooting that happened along I-465 last month.
What we believe happened was he was in a vehicle with the victim on I-465. For some reason, they got out of the vehicle, walked along the side of the road, what was described as a dirt path. It's there where we believe the altercation took place that led to the gunfire.
And Twombly was found this week at a motel near 34th and Shadeland, says Indiana State Police Sergeant John Perrine. Faces several felony charges. Attorneys for Richard Allen, convicted in the Delphi murders, are appealing his case, and they're focusing on 2 things: a search warrant that they say was based on false info, and the judge's decision to block evidence about possible suspects. That warrant led the cops to items in Allen's home, including a handgun linked to a bullet found near the victims, but the judges said there wasn't enough proof to show that the warrant was improperly obtained. A former bail bondsman at Marion County Jail was sentenced to nearly 40 years in prison yesterday. John Herrick reports.
His name is Anthony Stout, and he was handed that prison sentence after a 5-day jury trial. Marion County prosecutor Ryan Mears says Stout exploited and coerced multiple women to would perform sexual acts on him in exchange for bonds, and if they refused, he would threaten to kill them or revoke their bonds and take away their freedom. Stout's accused of doing these kinds of things as far back as December of 2017. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
Congressman Andre Carson criticizing the Trump administration for pulling a nearly $7 million FAA grant meant for a solar battery storage project at Indianapolis International Airport. The airport already hosts the largest solar farm of its kind. Carson, who serves on the House Transportation Committee, said the grant was canceled because it didn't match the administration's priorities and believes politics played a role in the decision. The Indianapolis Colts have signed veteran kicker Michael Badgley to replace Spencer Schrader, who is out with an injury towards ACL and MCL in the 40-6 win over the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday. The Colts host the Arizona Cardinals this week. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Yeah, Ryan, downtown, a stall on northbound 65 at 70 at Washington Street, and it just pushed out of the lane onto the shoulder, so the delay is cleared up. Eastbound 70 is still slow around West Street because of that earlier stall, but that should be on its feet here before too long. On the northwest side, northbound 465 slow 79th to 865 for a 4-minute delay. Eastbound 465 slow off ditch over 231 Meridian. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps and the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have Tara Hastings. Is that who we have? Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. Boy, we're about 20 degrees colder this morning than what we were 24 hours ago. So heads up. We're starting off in the 40s. You may need that light jacket in the morning. We're going to be clear, I think, all day today. Look for mostly sunny skies, dry conditions. Temperatures will be right around normal for this time of year, so that fall feel with highs right around 69. Look for mostly clear skies tonight. Low temperatures will fall into the lower 40s. Lots of sunshine, another beautiful day on Thursday with highs near 67, and close to 70 on Friday afternoon with mostly sunny skies. But we could start off in some spots, especially in northern Indiana, with a little bit of patchy frost early Friday morning. So it's fall, y'all. Perfect.
Right. Finally.
Finally fall.
Finally some fall. But not too, can we make it not too cold, please? I don't want things in the 50s. I want like 65 to 72, if you would.
65 to, that's very specific.
Yes, well, I'm a very specific man.
Okay.
This much is factual.
65 to 72. Well, okay, so today, tomorrow, Friday, Tony weather.
That's right. Tony weather, which is just one step above sweater weather, but you can still wear a sweater because I'm not here to judge.
Right.
Right? I want members-only weather. You just need a light jacket.
Oh, that light jacket, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's all you need.
Oh, wow.
That's right. That's what they say when they see me walking down the street in my members-only jacket.
That is correct. Wow. Nailed it. Nailed it.
There it is. So can I ask you a question? Are you a country music fan?
Yes, I don't have it on like a preset in my car, but I don't dislike it. I'm more, I like 90s country, and then I don't know if Kenny Chesney is like hardcore country nowadays, but I do like Kenny Chesney, if that helps narrow down.
I just asked a simple question. You went on a thing. Can we focus, please? We only have so much time. It's radio. Do you listen to the Zach Bryan? Do you listen to Zach Bryan at all?
Not really, no.
Okay. All right. So
is it Zach Bryan or Zach Brown band?
No. Zach Brown is something different. Zach Bryan is something else.
Zach Bryan, no.
So you
but
don't
I don't
know
even know
about
who
this,
that is.
You don't know about this song and whether or not it's against Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. You don't have any thoughts of that. But you are a singer. You do sing. You have a lovely voice, Tara Hastings. People don't know this.
Thank you very much.
Tara Hastings has a lovely voice. President Trump, Kylan, have you heard of Tara Hastings' voice and how good it is?
Didn't she sing for, was it Radiothon a couple years ago?
Did you? First of all, I was trying to get Kylan to do her Donald Trump impression. She didn't do it. Secondly, did you sing for Radiothon?
No, I don't know what that is.
It was
Wasn't
something.
Tara.
I did like a karaoke fundraiser several years back. Yes.
Okay, but it wasn't for Radiothon. So here's why I bring this up.
Please.
Zach Bryan has written this song. It seems to be anti-ICE. And listen, people can write songs about anything they want. So now I'm thinking that, it can't be that hard to write a country song because I've read the lyrics. So I'm thinking for an event I'm going to do in June of 2026, maybe I put on a full country show. Will you come on stage and sing a song with me that I write?
Oh, I would do that, yes.
There it is. There it is. My gosh, that was the longest way to ask that question ever. I want to apologize.
That really was.
For taking all of your time, everybody.
I found which charity it was. It was for the Alzheimer's Association. You
That's
sang
right,
Dust
yes.
in the Wind. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Did you really?
I do. Yeah. You asked me to sing Dust in the Wind or something, yeah.
I think, yes, once
and
again.
I think I blew your mind with, yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
All right. I
gotta go now.
close my eyes.
See? That
Oh
was
my gosh, you have it?
Yeah.
And the moment
That was one of the only times I subbed in. It was December 20th, 2022.
Wow.
I believe, if I have it right, this is the song that set us on our path, Tara. This was the song that brought us together.
I think it might have, yes.
Yeah, so.
We've never been the same.
And the people loved it. I mean, they were just crazy about it. They thought it was so terrific. One guy, he thought it sucked, but that guy, we don't care about that guy.
I don't care. Yeah. Throw that one out.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna go do work.
Okay, me too.
Right.
Bye now.
I have no idea how many degrees it is in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. I say look at your phone. The time right now is 7:11.
This hour powered by Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling, your independent American Standard Air dealer.
It's 48 degrees, by the way, in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center, which soon will be the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And if you're saying to me, what the heck just happened on my radio? We don't know either. Guys, just bringing it to you every day in any way that seems interesting. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. They are selling Bob Ross paintings to benefit NPR stations. 30 paintings, as reported there, published on the IBJ, created by Bob Ross, will be up for auction. So, according to the president of Bob Ross, Inc., they're going to be auctioning these things off. There's auctions that will happen in L.A., London, New York, Boston, and online. So what's interesting is that this isn't happening like, hey, we've got these things up for sale, place your bid. They're actually going to auction houses is what's taking place. By the way, if you want to see a really interesting documentary, the documentary of Bob Ross and who really controls all of the Bob Ross enterprises, it's something else. It is something else. Some Bob Ross paintings have sold for over $100,000. The value of the 30 they're going to sell has a value estimated between $850,000 and $1.4 million. So that's happening. The popcorn moment is coming up, and back pay? Maybe not. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Have you heard about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation? Your neighbor Bruce did.
Well, the project I was wanting to accomplish was my driveway. I wanted to see if I could get something that looked halfway decent, that would last a while. We also had a side patio surface redone.
Garage, basements, patios, sidewalks, driveways, Galaxy will transform your surface in as little as one day.
The crew was very, very good, excellent. The end result was just super. it is non-slippable surface. I get this if you want to make sure you're not going to have any people slipping or sliding when it rains.
Commercial or residential, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
The end result was just super. It was very easy to keep this surface clean. I had tire tracks all over it, and I just took out my hose, sprayed it down, and it looks just like new again.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We are out of this world.
Fostech is American-made firearms made right here in Indiana. American craftsmanship meets cutting-edge innovation. Their lightweight AR-15s are incredible, and they don't sacrifice dependability or durability. Advanced machining capabilities create incredible products, and they are all designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Fostech, owned by a family that has served and loved their country. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's F-O-S-T-E-C-H, Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baird, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Yeah, Tony, northbound 465 on the northwest side. That's stop-and-go traffic now after 79 to 865. Delayed 2 minutes. Inbound 69 slow from 106 to 82nd. South side, pockets of slow through the construction. Northbound 65 after Southport Road to 465. And again, before Raymond Street into the south split. Southbound 65-70 also slows from Michigan Street down to Fletcher Avenue because of construction. No major delays at the moment. We look okay. Traffic sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
48 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. Their max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
As proud sports medicine partners of the Indianapolis Indians, Butler University, Purdue University, and the Indiana Sports Corporation, Franciscan Health is here to keep our community moving. Whether you're a weekend warrior or high school champ, we offer injury evaluations, concussion testing, and personalized recovery plans to help you get back out there. Because when you love the game, we love getting you back in it. Call 317-781-1133 or visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedindy.
Gearing up for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. These are the people to trust with your kitchen, with your bathroom. I have an appointment today. Taking a look at parts of the kitchen. Well, we're not doing a full thing. I'm doing kind of like a partial thing. Why? You can do that. Does everything have to be, hey, we're going to rip this down to the studs and start over? What if there's just a part of your kitchen you'd like to see look better, function better, act better? Booher Remodeling can help. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your master bath, your basement. If it's inside your four walls, Booher Remodeling is the call. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen, custom Amish cabinets made right here in Indiana. The highest quality brand names you know and trust. Booher guides you through the entire process. Their 5-step design process, starting with that free initial consultation, means you know exactly what's happening. And when they're working every day, you know what's going on. So the stress is it's just gone. It disappears, and you're left with exactly what you were looking for. And they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Boer, Booher. BoerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe, then grab your popcorn because there is more. I have the edited version of the Zach Bryan song. We're going to listen to it together, this segment of it. But there's been this interesting conversation regarding the shutdown. Oh, we're on day 8 of the shutdown? We're on the day 8, and let me just check here. Yeah, it's still shut down. It's still shut down right there. But Senate Republicans did confirm 100 Trump nominees. So I'm thrilled about this. Democrats have been blocking nominees to all sorts of positions, not just for the judiciary. Block this, block that. It's been gross. And finally, Republicans have figured out how to make this happen so they can get things done. Confirm these people, get them into positions so you can actually do the work of the country. Sorry, Trump won. Kamala Harris didn't. He gets to have his people. And that's the way this goes. So now we've got this idea of the shutdown. And in the shutdown, there's real concern. What if people don't get paid? Will they get back pay? And the White House has been saying, we don't know. How would we know? This is Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina.
I believe it's a strategic mistake to now let those folks know or let them think that they could potentially not get back pay. If I were them, I'd start looking for another job. And there's a lot of good, hardworking people out there.
You argue that it's a strategic mistake to say that they won't get back pay. I think it's different. I argue that what makes anybody think they're going to get back pay? The government shutdown. Tell your lawmaker to get the government back open. If they don't, vote them out of office. And yes, you as the government employee, you may have lost out on a paycheck, and I'm sorry to hear it. But why do you think you're automatically guaranteed it? If your company shut down for 2 weeks because of name the thing, do you automatically get back pay? What is this idea that somehow because you're a government employee, you get? I'm not even angry at you. I'm angry at the idea that this is all just a game and, oh, don't worry, you'll get it. Where's the actual pain? Well, Tony, why is the pain for the employee and not members of Congress? And I'll say to you, okay, let's change the laws so they don't get paid either. But right now, the law is actually very clear that they do get paid in these instances. And some members of Congress are not taking the money. Some are donating the money. They've asked the Treasury not to pay them. I think it's the Treasury. It could be another agency. Fine. But the law says what it says, so change that. But the idea that automatically, oh, yeah, they'll get back pay, that means this is all a game. And I don't think we should treat this as a game. Now let's get to Zach Bryan. He has this song that is being seen as anti-ICE. And so we read some of the lyrics. We edited it here. And let me see if I can do this right here. I think I can. Here's the part of the song that was on YouTube, easy to find.
Didn't wake up, dead or in jail. Some out-of-town boys been giving us hell. I got some bad news. I woke up missing you. My friends are all degenerates, but they're all I got. The generational story of dropping the plot. I heard the cops came. Cocky motherfuckers, ain't they? And ICE is gonna come bust down your door. Try to build a house, no one builds no more. But I got a telephone. Kids are all scared and all alone. The boss stopped bumping the rock, stopped rolling, my middle fingers rising, and I won't stop showing. Got some bad news. The fading of a red, white, and blue.
So that's the song right there. That's the song. And that's the one that's like, my gosh, the anti-ICE message. And I heard the cops came, cocky, blankers, ain't they? ICE is going to come bust down your door to try and build a house no one builds no more. The kids are all scared and all alone. Got some bad news, the fading of the red, white, and blue. So that's it. You can decide for yourself. I think that in places, Zach Bryan is trying to rationalize what this is, saying, hey, I'm not taking a side in this. Dude, you wrote the song. You wrote the song, and people will take from it what it is they take from it. He put out a statement saying, I love this country. This shows you how divisive a narrative can be when shoved down our throats through social media, says Zach Bryan. This song is about how much I love this country and everyone in it more than anything. When you hear the rest of the song, you will understand the full context that hits on both sides of the aisle. Everyone using this now as a weapon is only proving how devastatingly divided we all are. We need to find our way back. So maybe we have to listen for the whole song. I think that's a legitimate argument. I'll wait to listen to the whole song. I don't have the whole song yet. I just have that clip that people are talking about. So we'll find out. But I read the lyrics. I'm like, I think I could do that. Oh, I know. Cocky, right? Hey, what are you going to do? Cocky blanker. That's what they call me. That's actually the name of my new album, Cocky Blanker. It's going to be fantastic. We can do this. So we'll wait to see what the full song is. We'll share it with you here, but you heard it. Discuss it at the kitchen table tonight. See what everybody thinks. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Northwest side, a stall on northbound 65 at Lafayette Road, blocking the right lane. No delay at the moment, a little bit of a slowdown. South side, northbound 65 slows from Southport Road to 465. That's construction, as well as northbound 65 after Keystone Avenue. Stop and go up to the south split for a 4-minute delay. Inbound 69 delayed 5 minutes, 116th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Big Hammer and Nigel show this afternoon. Governor Mike Braun scheduled to join us in studio. We'll talk about the deleted tweet. Would he bring the National Guard to Indy for crime? 93 WIBC.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Who needs a Vegas trip to win big? McCordsville's got the jackpot right here. Financial Center, your newest credit union, is throwing a sidewalk series from September 30th through October 17th, every Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2. Play games, win prizes, and enter a giveaway for $1,000 cash. So skip the long flight and just join Financial Center on the sidewalk. Find out more and explore exclusive offers at fcfcu.com/McCordsville. Federally insured by NCUA. Giveaway terms and conditions apply.
Custom jewelry is not out of reach with
with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. At PA Jewelers, you can customize any piece of jewelry for that special someone. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Gold, diamonds, gemstones, and of course those watches from Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. Custom designed jewelry with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. Custom jewelry made just for you. PA Jewelers, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. 317-456-4010. PAJewelers.jewelry.
At Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, you'll find a team of experts on your side, all working closely to give you the guidance and support you need.
Everyone knew what every other doctor was doing. I didn't have to go to 3 different meetings. I didn't have to talk to them individually. You knew right there in the room. They came up with a plan together.
Learn more about Community MD Anderson at ecommunity.com/cancer.
Siri, read me that text.
Sorry, I can't complete your request.
You want me to read that?
No, I got it.
Construction zone.
I see it.
Watch it. Oh my God. You're gonna hit him!
Oh, fuck!
When driving in a construction zone, be smart, be alert, be in the zone.
This is Brian Short, business manager for the Indiana Laborers District Council. Everyone deserves a safe place to work. Do your part in the cone zone. Slow down, save lives. We're all in this together.
A message from Indiana's District Council of Laborers International Union of North America and affiliated locals.
Up to 50% off and 2.99% financing, plus receive an additional $550 off your project.
Because at B Windows,
we mean business. We mean business.
This is James at Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling. You can trust us with all your heating and cooling needs. We have over 150 years of combined experience.
PricePointComfort.com. Price Point Comfort is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air dealer.
School has started, but summer temps are still here. Stay cool with 1-hour air conditioning and heating. 24/7 availability and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
A former FBI director will be arraigned in federal court today. Clear radar, 51 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 71. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. Former FBI Director James Comey appearing in court today in Alexandria, Virginia, right outside of D.C.
The 2 charges that the former FBI Director faces: a false statement within the jurisdiction of the legislative branch of the U.S. government and obstruction of a congressional proceeding. Now, this largely stems from an exchange Comey had with Senator Ted Cruz at a 2020 Senate Judiciary hearing when Cruz asked Comey if he had authorized someone at the FBI to be an anonymous source to leak information to the media. Comey denied the accusation at the time.
That's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson outside the courthouse this morning. National Guard troops are in Chicago as city leaders voice opposition. Gregory Bovino is the chief patrol agent at U.S. Customs and Border Protection, talking about a guy who was arrested in Chicago for putting a hit out on federal agents.
Look at what the governor or the mayor are talking about. They are the reason that gang members feel comfortable enough to do something like that.
And President Trump says troops are needed to fight violence, curb crime, and support deportation efforts in Democrat-led cities. The National Guard has limited authority. They don't arrest, search, or seize property. The U.S. and Canada, the U.S. and Canada are hoping to strike a comprehensive trade deal to bring down tariffs in both countries.
President Trump concedes a comprehensive trade deal with Canada is complicated because of a natural conflict.
They want a car company and I want a car company, meaning the U.S. wants a car company. And they want steel and we want steel.
Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney has so far failed to strike a deal with the Trump administration. Even his other allies ink trade agreements.
There are more areas where we are stronger together, and that's what we're focused on. And we're going to get the right deal for America, right deal, obviously, from my perspective, for Canada.
President Trump plans to impose additional tariffs on heavy-duty vehicles from Canada and elsewhere next month.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House this morning. Flight delays are happening across the country this morning because of a shortage of air traffic controller caused by the government shutdown. On Tuesday night, cities like Nashville, Dallas, Chicago, and Newark had significant delays. And Meta says Facebook's algorithm now helps users find reels that they actually like. A new not interested button lets people mark videos they don't want to see. The update comes as users said new Vibes short form video reels feed too much AI content into their timeline. And sports on WIBC, the Indiana Pacers blew a 24-point lead last night, but they hung on to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in preseason play in overtime, 135-134. Ray J. Dennis scored 16 points off the bench.
Honestly, just trying to win. They made a run, and everybody did a good job at having a big lead, so just not trying to squander that and lose a game.
And the Pacers play their first preseason home game Saturday at 7 o'clock against the Oklahoma City Thunder. In the Bronx last night.
On a two-strike pitch. Hits a drive down the line. If it's Ferenz's moment, it is! It's tied! Judge has arrived!
The call on FS1, Aaron Judge dialing long distance, a 3-run home run in Game 3 of the American League Division Series to tie the series up, to tie the game up. The Yankees, a comeback win, 6 from behind, and the Toronto Blue Jays still have a series lead in that one. Game 4 is today. The Seattle Mariners beat the Detroit Tigers 8-4 to take a 2-1 series lead, and the Colts have signed veteran kicker Michael Badgley to replace injured kicker Spencer Schrader. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
All right, Ryan, looking at the south side, northbound 65, slow from Southport Road to 465, and again from Keystone Avenue up to the South Split, delayed 4 minutes. Northwest side, northbound 465, stop and go from 79 to 865, eastbound 465, slow off Michigan Road over to Meridian. Inbound 69, 5-minute delay, 116th Street to 465. Inbound 70, slow, Shadeland Avenue into Emerson Avenue, and on the east side, northbound 465, slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned. B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing, and an additional $550 off your project. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
47 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time right now is 7:36.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace. Well, the tape measure sold separately. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Live streaming on the YouTubes, where the trolls are just being fantastic. They're not happy that we don't have 20 million people listening to an Indianapolis morning show. Someone do math for them. Get back to me. During downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. It is all there on the Marketplace. The Marketplace brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free to use. So simple. Just go and claim your cash because it is yours. That final paycheck, that dividend, that refund, it's all there. Right there for you. By the way, Matt Bear is on the live stream and the camera is not facing you at all.
We're
if
showing
you have to
off
stand
the
up.
sunrise.
Yeah, we can see that. We could see the city behind you. We see the monument and everything else, but not you.
You can see me now, I bet.
Not well, maybe, but I'm on a delay with the video, so I don't know. Good to see you. Matt Bear is there. YouTube.com/WIBC. Man, The chat room is troll angry today.
Why?
Troll, I don't know.
Country music?
If the objective is to, hey, no one should listen to Tony Katz, and then you're listening to me to tell me that no one should listen to me, you see the problem, right?
I can't process that at all. I'm trying really hard.
They don't want anybody listening to me, so then they say, hey, let me go listen to him so no one will listen to him. And then they write, I swear to you, this is in the chat room right now.
I will be angry.
No. Wait a second. Remember, it's me they're talking about in this case. So first they start ridiculous, then angry, and then what do?
I don't know what they do. I don't know. What did you do to anybody? I mean, you seem friendly.
Well, I exist, first of all.
Okay.
So in the chat room right now, if you go to youtube.com/WIBC, it is typical Jew spinning things in your direction.
What? That's the first stop we make. Nothing in between.
That's before 7:45 a.m., everybody. You're welcome.
Good Lord.
Welcome to every day of my life. I'm Tony Katz. Aron Yisrael Ben Label. Mashlomcha, everybody.
I'm so sad.
I'm going to start doing the whole show in Yiddish. Screw it. What am I supposed to do?
Bring it.
I don't talk about things they hate me. I talk about things they hate me. Honestly, it's just a moment of insanity. But he came to the chat room, Matt, to say this. Hey, hater, do you have anything to say about Matt and his shirt, which is 3 sizes too small? Come on.
Yeah, it feels good though. I like it small.
You know what would help, Matt?
What's that?
If you had a turtle.
Everybody needs a pet turtle. I think it's.
No, this is not a pet. You're gonna kill a pet. You're not to be trusted with living things.
I can't keep a houseplant alive, so I guess it makes sense,
Matt, on the Facebook Marketplace, there is a vintage thinking sitting turtle statue.
He's just adorable. He's a cute little turtle here. Just say he just
vintage. This is how they wrote it. Vintage thinking sitting turtle statue. Now it's not the thinker, right, with the chin on the fist and everything else.
The monkey.
It's sitting down. The elbows are on the knees, and then it's got like its head in its hands.
Yes.
Right. It's adorable. And right next to it, behind it are some frogs. I don't know what's going on with those. They're like statue frogs. And then there's a tape measure. So the tape measure is not included.
No, I'm out.
It's just the gray turtle statue, 5.5 inches tall, 4.5 inches long, 5 inches wide.
Has a little look on his face like, oops, I just did something, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
A little sheepish look. Like, ooh, I'm turtle.
I'm sorry, like what now?
Ooh, I'm turtle. Like he just stuck his hand in the cookie jar and just ate all the cookies.
So you think your laugh was?
Yeah, it wasn't a laugh. That's the sound a turtle makes when it does something it shouldn't be doing.
Because I thought the look was more like so,
that's pretty close too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So you do yours.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to decide, everybody. Which laugh makes us sound more like we've never had a date?
Yeah, well, but that would be me. Thank you very much.
Have you ever picked up a girl by doing that sound effect?
No. I might have done a night in jail with that sound effect, but not pick up a girl.
I feel like you were the first to hear that sound effect, Tony.
Yeah, I think so.
Did it work on you?
No, well, I've always been well attracted to Matt's mind.
Yeah. My opening line's always been, hey, you want to get with an Indianapolis media footnote? Never fails.
Nice.
I thought it was funny. I heard it laugh.
And do people look at you and go, Jason Hammer, is that you?
No. They say, what do you do? And I say, I do traffic. Boom! Interstate conversation, potholes, great icebreaker every time.
You want to engage in some interstate commerce? Huh?
Yes. I know how to get to Ohio. You want to go to Illinois? I know where to get to THC.
I'll be around you like construction cones on the road.
Oh!
What is happening? Please send us all your construction-related pickup lines.
Have you ever visited the South Split? Oh, sorry.
You look like my backhoe. Wait, is that not? I thought that.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I thought that was all right. We went from people insulting the Jews in the chat room to backhoes, ladies and gentlemen. Try and get that on Bob and Tom. It ain't happening.
Can't do it. Never. No.
All right, TTS, best of luck.
I still don't like the making fun of Jew stuff. I'm not going to lie. I'm not big on it. Not big on the anti-Semitism.
You still don't like it.
Not my favorite thing in the world, Tony.
There was a moment Matt Bear was like, that's pretty funny. And now he's like, you know what? I haven't liked that for a while, and I still don't.
Hey,
Way to take a stand, Matt.
Those Jews are kind of funny, you know. Hey, you know. No, it's not cool. Not cool anymore. Good Lord, I'm going to get fired.
Matt Bear, are you in for this turtle statue for $10?
It's the only friend I'm going to have after this, so yeah, I'll buy it, absolutely.
All right. It's a good. It's a fun little statue. I can see
cool.
someone getting this.
Yeah, I'd like
it. Is there on the marketplace. We will have it listed for you at WIBC.com, presented by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Let's see if they still stick with the sponsorship after this. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
When you wake up.
You understand this is about money. 1,000%. They started this.
When you work.
As long as the category was all Bruce Springsteen all the time.
I told you I think I could win a game of Jeopardy. I could not go on a run.
When you drive home.
Is it time to try something new, you think? Because it hasn't worked, and maybe try something new.
Traffic when you need it.
Stopped on 465 again.
And updates all the time.
I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go.
Stay in the know wherever you go with 93 WIBC.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. If you're living with a chronic condition like diabetes, chronic heart failure, or a cardiovascular disorder, you might count on extra support with your health care too. That's why United Healthcare offers chronic special needs plans with extra benefits and a large provider network to choose from. Visit uhc.com/Medicare to find out if you qualify today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on. Provider network may vary in local market.
Traffic on the fives, Matthew Bear. What's going on?
All right, looking at southbound 65 on the approach to the south split. Crash blocking a middle lane. Traffic is jammed up back to the north split, also slowing down the north split ramps onto southbound 65 at 70. South side, northbound 65, 8-minute delay, Keystone Avenue into the south split. Northbound 65, northwest side stop and go, 465 past West 71st. Northbound 465, slow 79th up to 865. Eastbound 465, that's stop and go traffic now from 865 all the way over to Meridian. At inbound 69, we are delayed right now by 12 minutes from 116th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Alex is now out of the chat room.
Who's Alex? Is he the one that was...
Oh, he was the one... yelling at me, and
he is that guy.
Yeah, and then he got into a conversation about how I hate Jesus. How does it get to that? How do you get to that?
I'm trying to think of one time that you said anything bad about Jesus, and I just can't put my finger on it.
Dude, don't ever try and understand the irrational. Disagreement is fine. Irrationality is not something that I want to tolerate.
Here's
Thank you.
Kitchen sink throwing it at you.
Oh, so bizarre. Good Lord. By the way, Bob and Tom are lovely. Bob and Tom. But did I ever tell the story? You know what? Hold on. I'll get to the story. 47 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 7:47.
Hey, Hammer and Nigel here. Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you, you. It could be low testosterone. You got to take action now. Synergen X and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. So visit a local Synergen X or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like the other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right just for you.
Treatment is covered by most major health insurance. Book that free T-test right now at trtmvp.com. If your energy is slipping away, it could be low testosterone. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick, free T-test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. trtmvp.com.
TRTMVP.com. That's TRTMVP.com.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game with We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Weekday mornings at 7:15, the Tony Katz Popcorn Moment, brought to you by Boer Remodeling. Don't wait any longer for the kitchen you've been dreaming of. Request a consultation at BoerRemodeling.com.
School has started, but summer temps are still here. Stay cool with 1-hour air conditioning and heating, 24/7 availability, and free second opinions. Book now at onehourairindy.com.
Snap it. Send it. Hear it. Your photos, your video, your voice on WIBC. Join the text club by texting WIBC to 317-239-9393.
You should know you're not crazy. You're not. You are not crazy. I have a lot of faith in Gen Z. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. I think that there are a lot of ways in which they are incredibly normal. And they have a level of focus. And they certainly, when we discuss millennials, they seem much more level-headed. Millennials, seemingly, according to the numbers, have done a pretty good job with investing their dollars. They seem to be better at money than we may have thought. But in their political, I mean, this is the group of the Ocasio-Cortezes. These are very, very look at me kind of people. Gen Z certainly has some of that. Every generation has some of that. But what I have come across from Gen Z is a level-headedness, is actually a desire to get to some decency. And I have appreciated this. There is also another issue, and this is true, and parents, this is something that you have to address, and for those Gen Zers who are listening, y'all need to go on a date. You need to get some. There's a story over at the New York Post. I'm 44 and have more sex than my 20-year-old daughter. Prudish Gen Z needs to have relations. Now, I don't think that a good headline is, I'm a skank and my daughter isn't. I don't think that's the best headline. But there's a real truth here that is very uncomfortable for a lot of people. Gen Z is not hooking up. And you're missing out on experiences. You're missing out on connections. You're missing out on how to connect. I don't know why it isn't important. You should make it important. I'm not saying that you got to go out there and prostitute yourself. I'm not saying that you got to go out there and engage in immoral activities. but staying home out of fear instead of going out and meeting people. Being afraid of the experience. That's a real problem. That's certainly a problem if we're talking about it for a nation that already doesn't create enough kids. But it's a real problem for, I think, the soul. How do you meet people? How do you find people? How do you create if you're not out there meeting people? Am I saying you got to lay down with everybody you meet? God, no. Am I saying that you can't live your life in a way that doesn't have you engaging in connections? Yes. Yeah, I am. You have to have connections. And the only way you have connections is out there. To quote Avenue Q, there is life outside your apartment. And I think there is a real issue here. So this story, which I have over at TonyKatz.com, you'll see it in just a few minutes. I don't necessarily take her as the gospel, the woman who wrote this, but rather the idea. It's something that we've noticed. It's something that other parents have noticed. Kids need to go on a date. They need to try things. It's okay. Prudishness is not what we should be after. Respect for self every day of the week. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
All right, downtown southbound 6570 approaching the south split. Crash blocking a center lane and jammed. That traffic back to the north split were delayed 13 minutes. Westbound 70 also crawling before the north split as we get into it because of that crash. And then southbound 69 on a 14-minute delay, 116th to 465. Northwest side, northbound 65 stops at 465 past West 71st Street. And then eastbound 465 on the north side, slow, 865 to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing at an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear on the fives at WIBC Traffic.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. One option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Fall in Indy, and if you hate to paint, do what your neighbor Don did. He called Rhino Shield.
Well, the home was built in 1948. Paint on the aluminum siding was peeling, and I couldn't find anyone who would repaint it until I called Rhino Shield.
Rhino Shield's better than paint, and the crew?
Painted all my aluminum siding, and I've got a front porch that runs the whole length of the house, and all the pillars and everything. And once they were gone, I couldn't even tell that they were there.
With Rhino Shield's 25-year transferable warranty, you'll never have to paint your home again. And right now, you can have Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Well, I've told a lot of people, do the Rhino Shield. It's really a great product, and if you don't want to paint the house, that would be the way to go.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Hey, it's Rob. It's October, and this is when the weather really starts to shift. The mornings are crisp, the evenings are cooler, and before long, those chilly fall breezes will turn into full-blown winter winds. If your home's already feeling drafty or your energy bills are creeping up, now's the time to do something about it before the cold really sets in. And Universal Windows Direct is making it easier than ever with an October deal that's packed with value. Right now, for every 2 windows you buy, you're going to get the next 2 free with no limit, plus 0% interest for 3 full years. And to top it off, get an extra $500 off your entire home improvement project. Buy 2, get 2 free, 0% interest for 3 full years, and an extra $500 off your entire home improvement project. Now, some restrictions may apply. So to get all the details and schedule your totally free in-home estimate, call Universal Windows Direct today, 317-659-7574, 317-659-7574. Check them out on the web, universalwindowsdirect.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
Do you spend half your day walking or standing while working? If you have foot, knee, or low back pain, the Good Feet store wants to help you like we helped Tony.
Pain that I experience the most is foot pain from being on my feet all day. You're having to kind of talk to yourself through the whole shift, like, I got this, I can do this. Before, I felt defeated, and now it's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready. A whole new life, like sunshine coming on.
And here's Dennis.
Working at an amusement park, it's always on your feet. I just couldn't take it. I just couldn't believe that putting these arch supports in made that much of a difference that quickly. Good Feet just took that pain away, and I could do my job, and I could take care of my family. I know what my tomorrow is going to be. It's going to be positive, and it's going to be pain-free.
You deserve a better life, too. Stop into the Good Feet store today. We're located in Castleton by the Fashion Mall or in Greenwood, just off the 65.
Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, there are flashing lights and yellow crime scene tape in a Northwest neighborhood where school buses are rolling up to pick up kids. I'll tell you where, what Indiana State Police are saying about a highway shooting, and what 7th-ranked IU is doing to get ready for number 3 Oregon. After Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
They'll try again at the Senate this morning. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. To fund the government, which is shut down for an 8th straight day. Fox's Peter Ducey's at the White House.
Both sides are still really dug in. It does not seem like there are any plans for Democratic congressional leaders to come here to the White House to try to negotiate a way out. And it doesn't really feel like President Trump is in much of a hurry to talk to them.
And I really think that these are people that I think they have nothing to lose. They have a party that's out of control.
Now, the president has also suggested some furloughed federal workers may not get back pay when the funding stalemate is finally resolved. Some federal workers deemed essential have to keep working without pay, like air traffic controllers, but some have been calling out sick, and this morning there are nearly 500 flight delays on top of more than 9,000 the past 2 days. Now to Chicago, where Fox's Jeff Manasso reports.
Hundreds of Illinois National Guard troops, federalized, and hundreds more have arrived in suburban Chicago, courtesy of Texas Governor Republican Greg Abbott, to help keep immigration agents and facilities safe. Immigration action that Governor Pritzker and other Democrats have railed against. They've also filed suit over the use of the National Guard here, calling it illegal.
Well, a federal judge has given the Trump administration a today deadline to detail where the troops would be sent and what they'd do once deployed. The president is a high-profile critic of his illegal immigration crackdown.
Pope Leo XIV has met visiting American bishops in the Vatican, telling them to take a firm line in support of migrants who fear deportation from the United States. Mark Seitz, the Bishop of El Paso, Texas, telling reporters that the pontiff is very personally concerned.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. In a few hours, James Comey will be arraigned in federal court in Virginia. The former FBI director facing two charges, including lying to Congress in 2020 testimony about the 2016 election. Current FBI Director Kash Patel tells Fox,
the mainstream media wants to take the eye off the ball and create theater.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
There are a lot of cops in a neighborhood right now where kids are getting on school buses. Clear radar, 51 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 71. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. Someone was shot about 30 minutes ago in a neighborhood not far from Georgetown Road and 71st Street on Indianapolis's northwest side. The cops say the person who was shot is alive, and they're searching for whoever shot them. Indianapolis police are also looking for the person who decided to walk into a CVS on the near east side along East 10th Street last night and shoot 3 people.
The yellow tape over here, like far as today, is kind of, I just pulled up because I just got off of work, so it's kind of throwing me off, but in this area, like Linwood, period, it's not nothing new, really.
And that woman spoke to Wish TV saying that she's seen shootings before. The police say 2 women and 1 man were shot, but nobody wants to talk about it. A shooting along a highway, and now a person who police say pulled the trigger is waking up in Marion County Jail this morning.
What we believe happened was he was in a vehicle with the victim on I-465. For some reason, they got out of the vehicle, walked along the side of the road, what was described as a dirt path. It's there where we believe the altercation took place that led to the gunfire.
Indiana State Police Sergeant John Perrine says Jason Twombly was found at a motel not far from 34th and Shadeland on Monday. He faces several felony charges. Attorneys for Richard Allen, convicted in the Delphi double murder case, are pushing forward with an appeal. They're challenging 2 things. First, the judge's refusal to throw out evidence collected during a search of Allen's home, and the second, a decision to block information about possible suspects. The cops say they found knives, a jacket, and a handgun in Allen's home and linked a bullet found near the victim to a gun that was owned by Allen. Allen's attorneys argued the search warrant was based on misleading information. Indianapolis Colts offensive coordinator Jim Bob Cooter says everything is working right now for his 4-1 team.
Some weeks we'll have some stuff like that up. Some weeks we won't. At some point this year, it'll one of those might work better. But guys did a good job rebounding and going to score touchdowns anyway.
And the Colts are facing the Arizona Cardinals at Lucas Oil Stadium at 1 o'clock this Sunday. IU wide receiver Elijah Surratt says they are familiar with number 3 Oregon as number 7 IU gets ready for its biggest test of the season.
Just staying calm in those loud environments. Even before Iowa, we've experienced before. Just last year with Ohio State, Notre Dame. It's going to get loud in there, so I think we're ready for the moment. Just got to stay calm and collected.
And the kickoff in Oregon on Saturday at 3:30. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. What are you watching for, Matt Bear?
Right now, Ryan is downtown crash. Southbound 65 is 70 at the south split, actually on the approach. And the center lane has reopened. Crash cleanup continues on the shoulder, and traffic is backed up into the north split. That delay is 9 minutes, and this is also slowed down westbound 70 from Rural Street into the north split. Northwest side crash, northbound 65 north of West 71st Street. Traffic is jammed up back to 465. Northbound 465 on the northwest side stopped 86th Street up to 865, then stop and go traffic running eastbound from 865 over to Meridian. Inbound 69, we're delayed 13 minutes from 116th Street to 465. East side northbound 465 slows from 72 Penn Pike, and on the south side northbound 65 stop and go after Keystone Avenue into the south split, delayed 4 minutes because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. Boy, we're about 20 degrees cooler than what we were yesterday morning with those temps in the 40s. Look for lots of sunshine today, a typical fall-like day with highs right around 69. Look for mainly clear skies tonight. We'll fall into the lower 40s. Outside of the city, especially in northern Indiana, could see those temps in the upper 30s. Sunny skies again on Thursday, 67, and early Friday morning, many locations could be falling into the 30s. So some frosty spots possible, but sunshine Friday afternoon with highs near 70.
That's Tara Hastings, Wish TV. Tara, thank you. Appreciate that. We have got 47 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:07.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks, and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Join us every Friday right around 5:50 for Beer Sample Friday.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus, home of free delivery within 75 miles of their store.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
This hour powered by Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling, your independent American Standard Air dealer.
I'd like to stop the conversation before it starts. Indianapolis cannot own a utility. You think the city can run anything? You think the state can? Can we stop this before it starts? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. An opinion piece in the Indy Star, Jacob Stewart. Indianapolis should buy AES instead of BlackRock because if they do, well, then there's no telling what could happen. They're going to have a monopoly on power and things can be bad. It's possible you don't want BlackRock to buy AES, and we have an issue with utility rates as it is. I'm not saying no, although I don't have an expertise on the history of BlackRock and owning AES. I don't know if it's actually a bad idea. I don't have an answer for that because it gets written up in an opinion piece doesn't make it fact. Could be. Doesn't mean that it is. But the very idea that the city of Indianapolis should be buying this is, well, I think a radical one. And I'm trying to be kind about this to the best of my ability. First, the communist counselor Jesse Brown is in favor of it. That alone tells you it's a bad idea. Because it is. It's a terrible idea. The city can't run a power company. Neither could the state. They can't. They can't run the IEDC. What makes you think they can run AES? Now, someone had written to me, Tony, you're defecating all over the idea. But what's your idea? Well, the answer is this just got presented. And I'm starting with, this is a bad idea. And I've got the data behind me, and I will be getting into it. Whether it's Cato Institute or a host of others. On its very fundamentals, why would we think at all, the city can do this? If you want to argue that BlackRock is too involved in many things, I think that that's okay. If you want to discuss BlackRock and ESG, environmental social governance, we should be opposed to that because, of course, that's a ridiculous idea. A good thing for all of the leftist businesses in Indiana to note. Also, DEI, total nonsense garbage that destroys companies and ruins people. Destroys people and ruins companies. I'll let you decide. But it's not about diversity, equity, inclusion. It's about bigotry. And the person you hired to run the DEI, their job is to implement bigotry. That's their whole purpose. I think it's okay that people look at the possible purchase and be like, I don't know if I like that. But in a statement that reads from the opinion piece, quote, in purchasing a public utility, private equity firms like BlackRock could pass on debt to consumers and lower service quality to extract profit with no consequences as consumers have no alternatives. Number one, what the hell do you think happens if it's owned by the city or the state? Because we've already seen the inefficiencies of city and state government. We're just amazed that these guys were able to get the BMV to be, as good as it is. Mitch Daniels is still surfing on that success. Not having alternatives is exactly why we should be looking at other means of power generation. We should be looking at SMRs. That's nuclear. People opposed to nuclear power in Indiana, have we lost our minds? We should be looking at everything from the private sector. Congressman Andre Carson, when not supporting Hamas supporters like Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, upset that a grant is going to be lost for solar power at the airport. If solar power is viable, let the private sector make it happen. Why shouldn't we be looking at other power sources? Maybe this is our problem. You guys, you opened up the conversation. I'm all in. Anybody who thinks the city or the state should own the power is giving the city or the state all the power. That's a terrible idea. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Speaking of power, you should be in control. That's why you need Generator Supercenter. Get your free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home from Generator Supercenter, the nation's #1 Generac generator dealer. Connects to your house. If the power goes out, right, ice on the power lines, it snaps. The grid just goes down because, well, everything's possible, and you've seen these things happen. Your Generac automatic standby generator clicks right on. The next thing you know, everything's up and running. You got power to the refrigerator, to the freezers, to run your business, whatever the case may be. The power goes out, you're back up in seconds with Generator Supercenter. Get your free estimate on a Generac automatic standby generator for your home. Visit the showroom, 96 at 69, or give them a call, 317-827-0808. 317-827-0808, Generator Supercenter. Tell them Tony Katz sent you, 827-0808.
Fall is in full swing at Wilson Farm Market. Bright mums, pumpkins, and gourds are waiting to bring color to your porch and table. Enjoy a fresh apple cider slush or Wilson's famous peach cider slush. The taste of fall in every sip. Inside, the ovens are busy with breads, pies, and treats you'll smell the moment you walk in. Hungry yet? Grab some crispy fried chicken or stop by the deli, salad bar, and cheese counter for easy meals to take home. Wilson Farm Market, right off US 31, just north of Westfield. Your fall favorites all in one stop.
Thinning hair? This year, grow your hair back like I did. Call 317-522-2995 or visit WeGrowHairIndy.com.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear, what's going on?
Crash clear downtown, southbound 6570 approaching the south split, still backed up to the north split, but we are moving a little bit better here. Westbound 70 also stop and go after Sherman into the north split because of that earlier crash. Now on the northwest side, northbound 65 crash after 71st Street. No lanes are blocked at the moment. We do have stop-and-go traffic on that ramp from 465 to northbound 65, and that's left over from the earlier lane closure. Northbound 465, northwest side, stop-and-go, 86th Street to 865, delayed 4 minutes. North side, eastbound 465, slow from 865 over to Meridian, delayed 7 minutes. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant, push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage for a limited time. Get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code radio for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear on the fives at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 47 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center at the time right now. What is it? It's 8:16.
At Duke Energy, we're making Indiana's energy grid stronger and more resilient, ready for storms and for our region's growing energy demands. We're upgrading nearly 20,000 poles, adding more power to the Indiana grid, and using new innovations to assess damage more quickly, speeding our response to storms. We're also modernizing the energy grid with self-healing technology to automatically reroute power around damage to help restore outages faster, sometimes in less than a minute. And we're using smart technology to give you more insight on the energy you use at home to help you save. Daily usage charts on our website or mobile app. Usage alerts and home energy reports to keep you in the know. And we're committed to doing everything we do in cost-efficient ways so we can keep bills as low as possible while we serve you with reliable energy when you need us most. Duke Energy, building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Hi, this is Denny Smith, and it's time to get ready for spooky season by getting rid of all that spooky dirt, grime, and mess. Halloween brings out the best in people, but it also brings out some pretty scary crud from all the foot traffic. So how about calling in the cleaning pros at Zerorez? This October, they've got an unbelievable deal. 3 rooms, 0 resified, starting at just $129, plus 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning. And speaking of air ducts and dryer vents, did you know October has Fire Prevention Week? The U.S. Fire Administration reports thousands of home fires start in clogged dryer vents every year. Let's not let spooky turn into smoky, folks. Whether it's carpets, tile, vents, or ducts, Zero Res makes it easy. No soap, no harsh chemicals, just clean that stays clean, thanks to their amazing ZR water. Now mention WIBC, get your 3 rooms cleaned starting at just $129 and take 15% off your vent cleaning while you're at it. Call 317-388-5141. Schedule online at ZeroResIndy.com. That's ZeroResIndy.com.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
I will share with you what's going on with gold and silver. I do not like what I am seeing. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I could be wrong, but it seems to me that what the markets are telling us is that not everything is great. And I was bothered to hear the story as it was relayed that tariffs are going to be utilized for WIC, Women, Infants, Children, the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program. I'm not opposed to children eating. Don't get me wrong. The White House finding temporary funding even during the government shutdown. It's day 8 of the government shutdown, and as we could all tell, nobody cares. Really is amazing. Day 8. Well, maybe they don't care, Tony, because we haven't gotten to the place where people aren't getting paychecks yet. Oh, when they don't get paychecks, then people will care. Now the White House is discussing, why is anybody getting back pay? And it's, well, in 2019, President Trump signed legislation that guaranteed the back pay. That's actually not what happened, although I appreciate what's being said. In 2019, President Trump did not sign legislation that guarantees back pay. What he signed was a piece of legislation called the Government Employment Fair Treatment Act of 2019. First of all, we all understand what we're talking about with back pay. The government shuts down, government employees don't get paid, the government gets turned back on, the money's flowing, and then they get paid for whatever time they didn't get paid for. Back pay, right? So just we're all on the same page there. And the White House said, why is anybody getting back pay? Why are we even discussing this? Right? Because they want to put pressure on Democrats to open up the dang government already. I argue, why should anybody get back pay? If government didn't do their job, the government employee doesn't get paid, that's part of the risk. I see all the reward, there's got to be a part of the risk. Oh, government employees have no risk? That's crazy. Be angry at your members of Congress and then vote them out of office. That's the answer. And so I don't think we should be talking back pay. And someone said, well, Trump signed this. He signed the Government Employee Fair Treatment Act of 2019. And yes, as every source will tell you, widely interpreted to say that back pay is guaranteed. Now, President Trump did not sign a law that guarantees back pay. There's no specific law in there. This is how this law is interpreted. What I'm offering up is a very different conversation. What I'm asking is, why should we guarantee back pay when Congress doesn't do their job? Does anybody else get guaranteed back pay? I am not interested in members of Congress being treated in some kind of way that average Americans aren't, like they're special. Oh, members of government, I should say. Employees of the government. No, I'm not interested in that at all. I don't think they should be specifically hurt. I think that's a little nutty. But the idea that somehow there's this deserving of dollars, it's crazy town. Absolutely not. I am not in favor of it at all. So that's what's going on there. But with the tariffs being utilized to provide the funding for WIC, Women, Infant, and Children, because they're going to run out of money, President Trump saying that the administration will redirect funds from tariff revenue to keep WIC running for the time being. Allow me to share this with you in a different way. President Trump raised taxes on Americans. Americans cheered it, and now the taxes are being utilized to fund specific programs at the direction of the president alone. I'm sorry. I thought we were opposed to these kinds of things because, hi, I'm opposed to these kinds of things. How are Democrats not overjoyed with tariffs? Right now, Bernie Sanders is sitting with his mittens saying, why didn't I think of that? He's thrilled. By the way, my Bernie is not bad. My Bernie Sanders impression is not bad. Not great. Not bad. My Chuck Schumer impression, pretty good. More parody than anything else. Trump, I don't have a Trump at all. Producer Kylan has a better Trump than I do. We raise taxes via tariffs because that's what they are. And then the president is deciding which pet projects get a little bit extra cash. What is wrong with us? Why would we think this is okay? Populists? Why would anybody think this is okay? This is nuts. If there's a shutdown, there's a shutdown. And if there is suffering, it is across the board. And if you don't want the suffering, do your damn job. I'm sorry. If we're not going to have this conversation, what conversation are we going to have? Well, Tony, we have to feed these kids. I'm telling you that you cannot get people to do their job if you do their job for them. So you'll let children starve? I'm saying that's not even an argument. Stealing from me to pay for them utilizing a heartstring tug is not an argument. And tariffs are stealing from me, from you. Something I would be willing to give if we were all in a collective fight together, yes, I said collective, against, for example, Chinese aggression. But that isn't this. And now it's being utilized with the farmers over here and WIC over here. Right now, you might agree. What happens when you disagree? What happens when it's not a Republican president? Bad things are afoot. This is a terrible idea. Terrible. And the precedent, man, we're going to regret this. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Crash on the entrance from Meridian to southbound 65. The ramp is open, but it is partially blocked. Southbound 6570 is cooled off a little bit, still slow from the north split down to Fletcher Avenue. Eastbound 465 north side, stop and go traffic. 865 over to Meridian. Inbound 65 a little bit slow before 96th Street down to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing and an additional $550 off your project. Trust local, trust employee-owned, trust your home. To bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
A hardship and need to quickly sell your home, we may be able to help. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Simple Quarters has helped me by allowing me to sell my house. It's given me the financial stability to be able to move and go on with that next chapter. Simple Quarters was the best option for me because there was no BS involved. It was simply straightforward, to the point, honesty. And that is what made me go with Simple Quarters. There was nothing that I didn't expect. They didn't have hidden fees. They didn't ask me to go get an appraisal. They didn't ask me to have a surveyor come out. This has probably been one of the easiest experiences in my life. And if I ever have to do it again, I would call Simple Quarters again. Simple Quarters absolutely kept their word through the whole process.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Hey, it's Big Joe for Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, an independent American Standard Platinum customer care dealer. Jim Scott is the owner, and he's ready to take his success into Boone and Hamilton counties.
We have a lot of high-quality equipment. We do high-quality jobs. We do our own duct fabrications. We have service contracts. So with the value that we built because of our 5-star rating, the other counties, as much growth as there is, there's just not enough contractors.
Put the best to work for you at jimsheating-air.com. Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on.
Energy slipping? Losing your edge? It could be low T. Take action. Synergen X and Low T Center offer a quick free T test.
Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized by experts just for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting. TRTMVP.com.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Snapped a great photo? Witnessed something newsworthy?
Hey, there's some news.
You can text it right to the WIBC newsroom. Join the text club. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393. Kendall and Casey.
So the American dream costs how much?
$5 million.
Well, I'm out.
Not currently, but over your lifetime, average lifetime earnings is 2.8. So the cost of the American dream is out of reach.
Okay, so here's the news, and then the bad news is you're not going to get it.
Right,
oh,
exactly.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Casey.
Kendall and Casey, weekdays 9 till noon on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com. 93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Both sides are really dug in. Clear radar 51 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 71. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. President Trump commented on the government shutdown yesterday, now more than a week old, saying that he's been told about several delays at major airports because of missing air traffic controllers.
They're all Democrat delays. There are delays at the airport. That's standard. And again, this is something that every day we put forth a bill. It's just a continuation. It's a very simple thing to sign and very simple to do. And I really think that these are people that I think they have nothing to lose. They have a party that's out of control.
Today marks the 8th day of the shutdown. A Republican senator isn't happy with the new draft memo from the White House Budget Office. It suggests federal workers might not get back pay for time missed during the shutdown. Senator Tom Tillis from North Carolina called that a bad strategy.
I do think there's some frustration from the White House, but you've got these people who, if they're members of the credit union, may be borrowing money to pay their bills.
But like President Trump, Tillis is calling the shutdown a manufactured fake crisis. perpetuated by the Democrats. The Pope has urged U.S. bishops to speak out against President Trump's immigration policies.
Pope Leo XIV has met visiting American bishops in the Vatican, telling them to take a firm line in support of migrants who fear deportation from the United States. Mark Seitz, the Bishop of El Paso, Texas, telling reporters that the pontiff is very personally concerned. Last month, Pope Leo questioned whether President Trump's policies were in line with Catholic teaching. That brought the Pope criticism from some prominent conservative Catholics.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage reporting. Former FBI Director James Comey will be in front of a federal judge this morning.
Comey's court date was moved up from Thursday to take place today in Alexandria, Virginia. The judge said that federal courthouse on Thursday will be the site of a number of high-profile cases, and large crowds are expected to be there, prompting the date change. Comey, who was appointed FBI director by President Obama and served into the first Trump administration before being fired in May 2017, was indicted late last month on a count each of lying to Congress and obstructing a federal proceeding.
That's Fox's Gurnell Scott reporting. And attorneys for Richard Allen, convicted in the Delphi murders, are appealing his case, and they're focused on two things: a search warrant that they say is based on false information and a judge's decision to block evidence about possible suspects. That warrant led the cops to items in Allen's home, including a handgun linked to a bullet found near the victims, but the judge said there just wasn't enough proof to prove that the warrant was improperly obtained. And sports on WIBC last night in Minnesota.
The Pacers, with some missteps down the stretch, still managed to hang on. They let a 24-point lead get away, but then outscored the Timberwolves in the overtime 11-10, and they win 135-134.
That's Mark Boyle on the Elevance Health Radio Network. The Pacers host the Oklahoma City Thunder for the first preseason game Saturday at 7. The Indianapolis Colts have signed veteran kicker Michael Badgley to replace Spencer Schrader, who is out with an injury. Colts defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo says the offense is paying dividends and it's helping his defense because they're resting what otherwise would be known as
and maybe we
schemes.
can use it the following week and get 2 weeks of practice on something as opposed to just one that might be unique for a team that also carries over to the next team. Yeah, it's great. Hopefully we can continue that.
And the Colts will host the Arizona Cardinals Sunday at 1. Aaron Judge's 3-run home run keying a New York Yankees comeback from a 6-1 deficit, forcing a Game 4 and a 9-6 victory over the Toronto Blue Jays yesterday. And the Seattle Mariners beat the Detroit Tigers 8-4 to take a 2-1 series lead in their series. Game 4 this afternoon. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:35, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
All right, Ryan, downtown crash from West Street to southbound 65. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. South side, northbound 65, stop-and-go traffic after Keystone. Into the south split, a 7-minute delay. Inbound 69 slows from 106th Street to 82nd. North side, eastbound 465, stop-and-go traffic in parts from 865 to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing at an additional $550 off your project. Trust local. Trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 47 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time right now is 8:36.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee? I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Brought to you by Simple Quarters. See, we didn't forget this time. This time, we did not forget. We're just that good. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. We'll see if Kylan has any other impressions or parodies to do with Simple Quarters today. Dow futures up 108. NASDAQ futures up 22. Oh, good Lord, am I not liking what's coming down the road. Oil prices are up a little, $62.74. We did see West Texas crude at $60 a barrel. It's now up almost $3 in the past couple of days. Brent crude is at $66.39. One could argue that in the big scheme of things, everything's been in the same realm. It got a little higher, got a little lower. We've been playing in that middle 60s for months now. It doesn't seem to be changing. And then you have the 10-year Treasury at 4.098, down a little bit. The 30-year fixed is based on the 10-year Treasury. And what's the headline over at CNBC? Borrowers head back to riskier mortgages, looking for any potential savings. Oh, now there was a run of people doing not so much refinancing, but buying houses. August was a big month. And people were like, what in the world? I got to assume there was a fair amount of people saying, I don't know if rates are going to go lower. I got to get this done. Now, there's a huge belief that we're going to see rates next year mid-fives. Mid-fives for people changes the mental complexion tremendously. I have argued you have to be under 5 to get people saying, okay, I can live with this new normal. It's not a 2.9% rate, but 4.785 solid. Let's go to work. Mid-fives, there's a real belief that's going to send real estate and other things on fire. Okay. But if people are looking for riskier stuff, we lived through the bailouts. What could be riskier than subprime? And the average 30-year fixed rate right now is 6.43. That's lower than the 7% that we saw last year, et cetera. So what possibly are they looking at riskier? They're looking at no interest? Are they looking at ARMs? What is it that they're adjustable rate mortgage? What is it that they're trying to do? Because if you tell me the subprime is back, if you tell me the no information needed is back, right? The ninja loans, no income, no job, etc. That's a bad sign. But man, nothing is as bad of a sign to me as what we're seeing in gold and silver. The gold market right now is 4,032. Now, that's not the high. The high was a little while ago at 4,047. So it's backed off that just a touch. Silver right now is at 48.83. The ask was over 49. What I'm doing here is not giving you the full story. Holy crap, gold's over 4,000 an ounce. That's the correct response. Holy crap. Gold goes up as a hedge against inflation, as a fear about what's going on in the economy. We're over 4,000? What in the world are we looking at here? Now, you could argue, man, there's going to be a price correction on gold, and dear Lord, some people are going to lose it. You can also argue that this is the sign of a problematic economy, of real concerns, true issues regarding inflation and other subjects, that maybe these tariffs do have a negative effect. Maybe what we're seeing is not the great smart policy that we expected from Trump, but rather other things mixed in that are creating more harm than good. I will tell you that I don't like the number at all. 4,000. This is nutty. Nutty. But in all nutty markets, you know, in bear markets, people make money. Somebody will. Somebody definitely will. but I don't like the overall indicator here in the slightest. I hope I'm wrong. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
You probably have a dream retirement in mind, but do you know how to get there? The difference between dreaming and living your ideal retirement comes down to having the right plan. And that's where Howard Bailey Financial can help. At Howard Bailey Financial, we've created a free retirement toolkit to help you bridge the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. Text DREAM to 888-262-1104 to download your free retirement toolkit that includes a retirement checklist, Social Security decisions guide, estate planning guide, and more. We want your dream retirement to be your reality. And it starts by texting DREAM to 888-262-1104. Let us help you take the next step toward the retirement of your dreams. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Hi, this is Denny Smith for Exercise Inc. I've been working out there now for nearly 2 decades, and let me tell you, it works. I'm in my 70s now, and I'm doing things on the farm that I couldn't even do in my 40s. Lifting and carrying, working the way I want to, without worrying if my body can keep up. Now that's real strength. That's real results. What makes Exercise Inc. different? Well, it's the people. The professional staff, many with over 15 years of experience, know exactly how to guide me, support me, and push me to be my very strongest because they know what works. It only takes 20 minutes a week. No wasted time, no crowded gyms, just real results. If you're tired of feeling weaker, if you want more energy and strength for everyday life, give this a try. The consultation is free, and I can promise you it's worth it. Exercise Inc. It's helped me stay strong for nearly 20 years. They can help you too. Go to exerciseinc.com today to sign up. They've got locations in Avon, Brownsburg, Zionsville, and Greenwood, and in Fishers too. That's exerciseinc.com.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Snapped a great photo? Witnessed something newsworthy?
Hey, there's some news.
You can text it right to the WIBC newsroom. Join the text club. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what are you doing?
All right, Tony, southbound 6570 stop and go traffic from the north split to the south split. Northbound 65, 9-minute delay after Keystone Avenue into the south split. East side northbound 465 slow from Washington up to Penn Pike. Inbound 69 delayed 4 minutes, 106 to 465. Traffic sponsored by B Window right now. Employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products plus 2.99% financing. Get an additional $550 off your project. Trust local, trust employee-owned, trust your home to bwindow.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
47 degrees in the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. The time is 8:46. This is a television theme song?
Sure is. It was the intro for season 1 of it, if that helps.
Turn it up a little. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here's how we play our game. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Producer Kylan, right? Producer Carl's out on assignment this week. Producer Kylan picks a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. I can phone a friend. I can ask the chat room for help there at youtube.com/WIBC. First of all, play it again. I don't wanna be
what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is think of me and I'll be
Theme song. I will phone a friend and I will ask Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center, Matt in Traffic on Twitter X. Matt Bear, what is this theme song?
Easiest one we've had. That's Game of Thrones, Tony.
Nice. Nicely done. Good work. Good work right there. That is not. I picture this as the kind of show that has some strong, empowered female lead, and she's going to rise above it all. And you know, the odds are against her, but she's strong, and she's going to. It's like one of those. That's my take. My take is that it's one of those. Am I right about that, Kylan?
I wish it were.
Oh, I'm wrong.
It follows the lives of two half-brothers. There are women in it, but it doesn't follow specifically them. Can I give you an actor?
Sure.
Child Michael Murray.
Who?
Chad Michael Murray.
Oh, now I have to look this up. No one, like literally no one knows what you're talking about.
Well, yeah.
This is the theme to One Tree Hill?
Yes, it is.
You're ridiculous. Who in the world? No, I mean, hey, all respect to Chad Michael Murray. I don't even remember him from Gilmore Girls, which I did watch. He was on Dawson's Creek. He was on Riverdale. What hasn't this guy done?
He was
No idea who
everybody's
he is.
high school crush growing up.
No,
Cinderella
was he
story.
really?
Mm-hmm. Oh
You-
yeah.
If you say so. If you say he was the high school crush, sure. I guess I'll believe that. Producer Kylan there, using this show to live out her fantasies. Not weird at all. Not weird in the slightest. On Tony Katz today at noon, we will discuss day 8 of the shutdown. And then, of course, the commentaries of people like Senator Cory Booker concerned about the overreach of the Department of Justice.
I do want to ask you about the way that you were conducting your questions to the Attorney General. I thought with you, she actually answered the substance of your questions, but with many of your colleagues, it seemed like she came ready with lines of attack of her own. What do you make of this trend, the tone and tenor that we've seen from Trump administration officials coming up here to testify as you guys are doing your job of oversight?
Yeah, I've never seen kind of personal attacks. Kash Patel just not even coming out of the block, sort of attacking senators in a very personal manner. That's not the way it should be done. We have a responsibility, actually, as spelled out in the Constitution, to provide oversight and checks and balances. It's really unfortunate because everybody in that room wants to see violent crime go down, and we have real questions about using the Department of Justice as an arm of the president, as his personal attorneys, to prosecute his personal political vendettas.
Let's talk about this. The use of the DOJ, the use of the FBI to engage personal vendettas. Let's talk about how the FBI was weaponized in 2017, shall we? Shall we discuss what it is that Chuck Grassley was telling us yesterday in that hearing? How there was the weaponization included an attempt to probe President Trump? Is there any question that Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, was engaged in the weaponizing of the DOJ against anybody who wanted to engage freely, like, for example, moms concerned about their local school board? Now we're going to have a conversation about weaponization. Specifically, the FBI surveillance did Chuck Grassley, the senator from Iowa, discuss the surveillance of Peter Navarro, a Trump aide convicted of contempt of Congress. The FBI could have arrested him at his home. They arrested him at Reagan National Airport. What, more embarrassment? More media? Okay. By the way, FBI, you know you look terrible, right? I know that there are FBI guys who listen to the show, men and women, and I appreciate it. But you understand this. You look terrible. The idea of answering an FBI agent, the idea of thinking that somehow justice is going to be done, very, very hard these days. Long road ahead of you. But then again, seeing this under the Biden administration is par for the course. As reported by the National Review, Joe Biden, as vice president, December 2015, that visit to Ukraine, when he said fire the prosecutor, he wanted to bury an intelligence report on that visit because it revealed that Ukrainian officials felt that Hunter Biden, his son, and his business dealings in the country undermined the anti-corruption message. That's what Biden was there to deliver. Didn't want the report to see the light of day. Yeah. Ukrainian officials said that Hunter's work for Burisma revealed a double standard in the way American politicians approach corruption in foreign countries. And Biden said, well, we can't let that be known. Everything Joe Biden touched is corrupt. His whole family, corrupt. Hunter, Jill, the brother-in-law, the sister-in-law, everybody around them like Neera Tanden, corrupt. Oh, and Ron Klain, the not so much pride of South Central. Oh, no, it's North Central. This includes you. But we'll get to that in the days ahead. Find me at noon, guys. I will be here. Matt Bear has traffic.
South side, northbound 65, stop and go traffic after South Keystone Avenue up to the south split because of construction. And southbound 6570 still a little bit slow around Michigan Street because of construction. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, employee-owned B Window means business. Receive up to 50% off all products, plus 2.99% financing, and an additional $550 off your project. Trust a local, trust employee-owned. Trust your home to bwindow.com. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Well, the Fed just sounded the alarm. The stock market is dangerously overvalued. And if your retirement savings are tied up in the market, this could be the smart time to protect and grow your savings outside of Wall Street. Hey, one option gives you a 20% upfront bonus. It's got a competitive return that's averaged 10% annually for the last 10 years.
So here's the simple math. If you invest $200,000, you get an upfront $40,000 bonus. That's $240,000. That $240,000 could earn 10% or $24,000 in the first 12 months. So, in the first year, that original $200,000 could grow to $264,000. Get all the information from Bill Demery, your retirement guy. Call 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. 648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Applied Innovation customer John Dennis, Director of Information Services at Memorial Healthcare, enjoys his Applied Innovation partnership.
It was one of the best decisions we've ever made by far here, because things just get done. There is no drama. There are no issues.
Applied Innovation has helped bring all printing in-house for your hospital and more than 25 additional locations.
We've grown into a state-of-the-art print shop over the past few years, and healthcare printing's a big deal. We print about 1 million pages a month here.
You also discovered Applied Innovation offered secure shredding services.
We took them up on it, and the feedback I got from our Director of Health Information Management is that's one of the best decisions she's ever made.
Ready to make one of your best decisions ever? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Hi, this is Denny Smith. If you're tired of weak water pressure and running out of hot water, it's time to take control and upgrade your system. Reach out to my friend Lance and the local team at LD Smith Plumbing. Right now, they're offering $500 off a new water heater through the end of the month. A new water heater means better water pressure, more hot water, and lower energy bills. Give Lance a call at 317-927-7186 or visit ldsmithplumbing.com to schedule your appointment today.
Don Fisher for QC Kinetics. I was struggling with chronic knee pain and wasn't encouraged with the options of risky surgery and pain pills. QC Kinetics offered the best option for me. Cutting-edge regenerative medicine. Their non-invasive treatment stimulated my body's own biologics so I could be